What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. When we left off in the last episode, we did yet another bounty hunting run, which is kind of my thing to do at this point. I'm kind of switching back and forth between bounty hunting and doing the reputation grind from running career missions, though admittedly I really haven't had a whole lot of time to do that lately. So it's kind of consisted of mostly bounty hunting and fed space that's been raising my reputation. And if I remember correctly, we're currently at midshipman, but if I remember correctly, we actually have, like, I think it's, I want to say 3 to 4 more ranks to get to ensign, I think. But I played around with the configurations a little bit of my ship today. So before I leave the dock, I wanted to go into the outfitting and show everybody kind of what I was working with. So, based on feedback from the last episode and advice and suggestions and all that kind of stuff, I reconfigured a couple of different things. For one, I took out, what was here? Oh, my wake shift scanner, because I really haven't been scanning wakes and chasing bounties that much. It's been more like in hazard or res areas and stuff. So I took that out. I stored everything though, because it was kind of one of those, it really didn't seem like there was a point in selling some of this stuff, because I'm just, now, before you had to, now you can actually swap stuff out. So I swapped that out for a heatsink launcher, and the reason why is because I did install some shield cells. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of only getting what I'm working with here at this particular hangar or station, which is a 4E. Now, the class is still high, but the rating, I mean, I really would have liked to have been in Shinrarta or something and gotten, like, Bs or something. I was going to go with, I always go with, like, As and stuff, but I actually got a suggestion to go with Bs because you have more ammo for them. And I didn't know that, but that makes sense. It's take a little less off the top, but you have an extra shield cell, so that makes sense. I don't know if I'll need the heat sinks with the E or not, if they put out that much thermal load or not. I mean, it's 410, but because I replaced my Scarab hangar, I don't really know what that'll do, because it didn't have a heat load, so I don't really know what that'll do in terms of comparison. With that said, I did map the controls to hotkeys on my controller, like kind of my left rudder, so all I'm really doing is pivoting a little bit, and then like the D-pad stuff is all my heatsink chaff and shield cell now is all on that stuff. And I did go ahead and set the fire groups kind of like, this is my primary where you still have your beam but you have your scanners. I don't know if the data link does anything or not, so I just set it there. And then you have the one I always use, which is my laser and my multi-cannons, and then this is what I'm dubbing like the emergency one, because I set heatsink, chaff, and shield cell all to one button, so it's basically like, get the heck out of Dodge, essentially. So with that said, we're going to head back over. The resource site isn't that far away. We're going to head back over and see if we can get some decent spawns today, and hopefully see if our new setup will help us a little bit. I thought about actually removing one of the shield boosters, but it seemed like if the whole goal is to, Oh, you know what? I think in my control scheme, I think when my landing gears are down, I think I'm still inverted. Wait a minute. What's my landing gear one? I thought that was landing gear. Nope, that's frame shift. Oh, it's still square. Okay. Square is my, I use a PS3 controller, and square is my, closed throttle, like it backs it off, cut the throttle button, so I think I put that on landing gears because I figured if I was doing that I was going to be jumping or landing somewhere, or just then taking off. Alright. But yeah, I think I messed something up in my controls where when my landing gears are down, my pitch is inverted somehow, or not inverted. Okay, so I don't know how great this spawn is, but it does have a clipper in it at the moment, which is promising. So, what we're gonna do is just drop in behind him and light him up. Now, I did get an interesting tip from a couple of different people, and one of them was to put my pips into system to keep my shields a little bit stronger, and that was an interesting idea that I hadn't really thought of. I think what I will probably try and do is try and get his shields down with my laser, and then once I get his shields down, then basically switch it back over to that. Now the only problem is if I drop everything out of engines, I can't really maneuver. And as always, we do have our shield cells, which I might already need to use, I'm not sure. He seems to be doing quite a bit of damage on me. Mainly because I can't... Oh, and that was the other thing, was one person pointed out that I probably am... They are maintaining their point on my... keeping them in front of me because they're using flight assist is probably off, which I just never could master. And it always just screwed me up. I may have to use my shields. Okay, I'm not sure which one I used. I think I used them. I forgot what my hotkeys were for all this stuff. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. I think I used an extra heatsink. Not really sure on that. So yeah, that could have gone better. Oh, and one of the other things that got brought up to me... Do we have anything else in here? I keep getting these weird spawns where you'll get... I think they call this a partial, where it's like you're still getting sidewinders and stuff. Even though that it did spawn like a clipper and stuff like that, and you'll get other... Like, even the feds have big anacondas and stuff like that, where... it's not always that way. So I think I'm in one of those medium spawns. I have to double check my controls too to remind myself what the keys were. Because I think I ended up using all of them because I couldn't remember which one was which. So I think I ended up using my heatsink, shield cells, and chaff at some point in all that mess. But yeah, one of the other things that got pointed out to me was that because I'm a higher combat rank at this point... Ooh, hello. It's like a lot of their rankings are like master and elite and things like that that make them more competent pilots and enemies and stuff like that. So that's another factor to why it seems like it feels to me like I've been doing worse, is because I think I'm getting higher end opponents, essentially. And another factor that got brought up was that when I had my vulture and stuff, there was a couple things going on. One, I was a lower rank, so if the rank thing holds true, which I'm pretty sure it does, you know, then you're left with, well, it was... Oh, they're tearing him up. I gotta get in on this. Ow, Annie. Stop using chaff. Come on. Die. Oh, he doesn't have shields. Let's use our guns. Come on. Got him. That was actually kind of low for a conda. Bounty-wise. Ow! What the... What the heck was that? Oh. Dadgummit. I hate when I do that. There's a clipper. Okay, so we have a pretty good spawn going on here. I almost don't want to tangle with the clipper again. Oh, unless that's if the feds are around him. If they're going after him, I'll go after him. Because actually, I think he used the shield cell or something as well when I was fighting the other guy. Because usually it doesn't take me that long to take their shields down, but he took a while. There we are. So there's the feds. What are they doing? This guy's not part of a wing, but it looks like these two targets look like they're converging on these federal guys. I am a little leery of going after him with my shields as low as they are. I was kind of hoping that the feds would take notice of him. Nope, he's deploying hard points. Is he gonna get in on this? Who's that? Oh, that's the Python. They're going after the Python. Maybe we'll go after him first. Because I'm trying to kind of use the feds to my advantage here. To compensate for my low shields at the moment until my shields come back up. I don't mind soloing something when it's a bit more equal, but when I barely got my shields up. And those shield cells didn't really seem to do anything. I wasn't sure about the E's. I mean, I didn't really know if the E's would do anything, but it didn't really seem to do anything, so I'm not sure how useful those are going to end up being. A B's shield cell would be different, but I don't really think the E's are doing enough to merit keeping them on here, basically. Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay. And there you are. Let's get back on him. Wait, where'd he go? I was looking at the wrong thing. There he is! Right in front of me. Okay. Let's not keep him in front of us, shall we? Where'd he go? And I might play around with the flight assist off. I don't know. I really feel like that's a bad idea for me. You know what I also noticed is, how come the shield cells aren't showing up? That's weird. Like, the heatsink and the chaff are on the side, but the shield cells don't show up until I switch, my fire groups. That's odd, isn't it? That seems odd to me. Hey, what happened here? He's getting away. I don't know that he's trying to get away, but he's getting away. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to rely too much on the, on my current shield cells. I don't think they really did enough. Now, granted, I didn't lose shields, so maybe they do more than I thought. But I don't think they really did enough. And now that my chaff's on a hotkey, I'll probably start using that a bit more. I still don't really want to get on his nose, though. But see, I think when I don't have everything into my engines, I think the clipper's going to be a little bit more maneuverable. I'm pretty sure, actually. Come here. Wow, this is a very poor strategy, by the way. In case anyone was wondering. Here's a lesson in what not to do. Oh, I probably shouldn't have used the heatsink right then. I guess it didn't end up mattering. Yeah, I really need to stop going nose to nose with these guys. Ah, crap. Alright, so I'm out of heat sinks at this point. Yeah, I know he's a deadly and all, but it really doesn't feel like it should be taking this much work to kill a clipper. Ow! That I didn't need. Like I said, you know, I understand that they're probably a higher... Oh, he's got his shields back up? That's not fun. Mine are about to go down. I think I'm out of... yeah, shield cells at this point. Oh, I have one. But that's gonna crank up my heat. Yeah. It's okay, it'll cool off in a minute. Dang it. Man, I don't know why I'm having such a problem on this stupid little clipper. Clippers never gave me this much trouble before. I mean, I understand he's deadly and all, but it seems a little silly. Oh, no, you don't. Come on. You have 0 and 0. Just blow up already. Thank you. Goodness. Yeah, so I don't know about all that. Oh, and now there's a Conda, of course. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on him, because he is wanted, but I'm gonna have to wait for my shields to come up, because that's not gonna work. I don't have any more shield cells, I don't have any more heat sinks. All I have is chaff, which I have been using more, and it's helped. Technically speaking, we have not lost our shields yet. You know, so that's a good thing. I think if I had shield cells that were rated, rank B or A or something like that, I probably would be doing much better at this. Because I don't think those E's are supplying enough to the shields even when they're firing. So I don't think they're really actually doing much of anything. It's like they are, but they're not. So, the other thing, I don't know, every time I go to try it, well, while I'm doing, hold on a second, while I'm waiting for my shields to come back and we're tailing this guy, I may turn off flight assist and just play around with it a little bit and see if I can figure out how it works. Okay, so there's stuff going on. I was in my control window, and all of a sudden, now I'm looking at the Ferdies. There's a Ferdy tangling with the, whatchamacallits, feds. Oops. Oh, there we go. Power plant. So, I think we're gonna kind of fly around him. So what was I set the button, so flight assist is off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is why I never turned it off in the first place. I'm getting dizzy. Sorry for anyone that gets nauseous from this, because they probably will. I know I am. So that seems like something I may end up having to... Ooh, all the spinning! Keep her steady, keep her steady. I think that's something I might have to, I don't know, like... I feel like I'm not going anywhere. Why am I not going anywhere? Am I going anywhere? Doesn't sound like it. Alright, so I feel like I may have to remap that at some point. And map it to something where I can toggle it a bit quicker. It's on my keyboard because I didn't want to accidentally push it in the middle of a fight. Ooh, he got his shields back up. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just gonna wait. You know, whenever you guys feel like taking this guy's shields down, I'm just gonna wait. But yeah, so I feel like that definitely gave me a lot more maneuverability, and it's probably how a lot of the... Oh, he used a shield cell too. Oh, that was the other thing that somebody brought up, was that at one of the patches, I forget which update it was. Ooh, that was a nice one. But one of the patches, there we go. Let's jump in here. One of the patches, I think they kind of altered enemy AI to where now, the comment mentioned, and I remember them talking about this, the comment mentioned them, like, doing things now, like they actually fight back. And I don't remember exactly which patch that was, but I remember something about that. where it was like, because I used to do a lot of combat. Now that I think about it, I used to do a lot of combat bonds from conflict zones, and I don't even go near them anymore because without a wing, they basically are they swarm you and kill you. So basically, all the comments we're talking about, where I was comparing the Fertile Ants to the oh, I already scanned him. Cool. To the Vulture, and basically everyone was kind of saying, well, not only have I ranked up, which causes higher ranked spawns, and now they can use... Oh, this is funny. Nose to nose. Wow, this is a lot going on here. Let's just jump in. Screw it. YOLO. It just doesn't make any sense in video games. Oh, I almost got his power plant. I got his power plant. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Nice! There we go. I'm flying a Fertile Ants, but I'm basically being a space vulture. It's just like, wait for the feds to damage things, and then swoop in and kill them. It's pretty much been my strategy while my shields are recharging. Oh, he's right here. Hello. Oh, power plant, there it is. Nothing to see here. But Clippers, man, they've been my Achilles heel at the moment. Though, granted, both of them that I fought in this episode have been kind of like soloed. And there wasn't a whole lot of help from the federal guys. Where like that Anaconda, I basically just... Ooh, hello. I basically just kind of swooped in and ganked that kind of thing. This Clipper doesn't seem to be attracting too much attention. And like I said, I kind of want to wait and go after one with the federal guys. But Condas, on the other hand, they usually get noticed fairly quickly. I really kind of just want to get to the point where I'm like a battleship, and I can just kind of float somewhere and just fire a bunch of turrets and send out... Oh, now he is getting attacked, okay. Oh, no, 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 no! Mine! 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 Can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? We got him! It's so cheap, but I don't care. They're all NPCs. I'm not hurting anybody. If these are all players, I would feel bad. That's kind of playing dirty. But somebody does all the work and then you get the payout type of thing. I mean, I don't think that actually applies anymore. I don't think it does that. It used to be really bad about that. I think they fixed that, though, where it's not quite so bad about giving out a payout to just the last person to hit it. But I think it's far more lenient for NPCs because, again, you're not really hurting anybody. The computer's not going to care if it gets its bounty. But yeah, let me try this flight assist thing off. So, it's almost like once you make a movement, then you have to counter the movement. It's like there's no inertia dampeners, basically, is what it kind of seems like. Which, I honestly don't know how people fly like this. Oh wow, they're tearing him up. Wait, I did scan him, right? Yeah, okay. Wait for the shaft to stop. Ugh. Yeah, no. Can't do it right now. I'm trying to make money. Yeah. Nice. All we have left is a keelback, because we basically killed everything else. Man, my shields still aren't back yet. So, yeah, like I could see... Here's a good little test. For any of you that... I mean, most everybody has been telling me for a long time, you know, you should turn flight assist off. And I'm like, I mean, I could as a passenger pilot, but trying to fight trying to, you know, keep everything where I want it in combat is just really difficult. So if I go full engines, it takes about that long to do a full flip, give or take. Now if we turn this off, it goes much faster by the looks of things. Unfortunately, when you let off the stick, you just keep spinning. So it's almost like you're the inertia dampeners, basically, is kind of what I'm seeing. Let's test out. Yeah, it's almost like real space flight, where you basically just give the engines a little pop kind of thing, and then it kind of goes its own direction. Wait, where's everybody going? Let's just go this way. Oh, you know what? Wait. For a minute there, I almost thought my thruster was inverted somehow, because it felt like I was going backwards when I first started to go. But see, it's like that. It's just topped out at 298 or 296 or whatever, so it's just not going anywhere or slowing down. Huh. Alright, where is that? So let's see if we can make our way over here without inducing nausea. And my square button that kills my throttle doesn't apparently work. I'm just drifting. Okay. Hence why I looked like I was going backwards for a minute, was because I had to take off the extra. Woo. Look out for that rock. Yeah, I could definitely see if you could master this, how it would be beneficial, but I just really don't see me mastering this anytime soon. Meh. I do apologize for any of you that, like, ooh, a gunship. You know, maybe losing. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. I feel like I'm just drifting. I'm so gonna hit a rock. Eh. It's just so... Alright, no. So that's the thing, is for a minute I can do it, and if I'm just focused on flying, I could probably pull it off. But when I'm actually trying to do something, I don't know, I don't see it being something I could do anytime soon. Oh, I gotta get in on this, because they're gonna kill him before my scanner gets done. Oh, come on! Oh, I was hoping it would finish scanning. Alright. So, on the plus side, our shields are back, but yeah, I think equipping the shield cell E's or whatever was really not doing anything. I need to get some A's or B's or something in there, because I don't think that was really worth doing. Not that I'm missing anything in combat, I mean, as far as I lost my hanger and my wake scanner, but I'm not really worried about that. It's not like I need to go re-equip those or anything. So if I just turn this off at this point... Ooh. Yeah, so I may end up having to find a convenient... oh, he's not wanted. A convenient controller hotkey for it. Because if I can do that, then you could probably just turn it off when I'm trying to make a turn or something, and then flip it back on really quick. And if I did that, maybe might be able to do that.
Flight assist.
Yeah, might be able to pull that off at that point, but to just fly with it off all the time, which I've heard some people do, kudos to you guys, man. I don't know how you do it. Better pilot than me. And I mean, that's actually true. It's not just a statement. I mean, if you think about it, it's flight assist. It's assisting you in flying. If you're a really good pilot, you don't need to have an assistant while flying, because you can just fly. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Alright, is there anybody else out here? Ooh, there is a Python. Ooh, there is an assault ship. Interesting. I wonder if they're in the same vicinity. I gotta be careful with pythons. They're not always wanted. That one happens to be. And he's worth 80. I lost the assault ship, though. That's probably where all the federal guys went. Let's check that out. Now, I could use that for escaping. Escaping might work. Where, oh, they're both around here. Well, that's convenient. Alright, what is he up for? 135. Well, we're gonna go for him unless the feds take on the python first, and then we'll go for him. Oh, looks like they're going after the python first. So we'll probably take these two out and then call it a day for this episode. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna wait till I'm done scanning. Perfect timing. This has been a very convenient episode for me, other than a couple close calls with the Clippers. But yeah, for escaping, I could see the flight assist thing being a really good idea, because without the inertia dampeners, you could basically... What the heck was that? I think one of the ships just pushed me into him, because I don't think my throttle changed at all. Well, that brings new meaning to the phrase ramming speed. Where are you at? Yeah, I really don't think I did anything there, like, adjusting my throttle or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure something, like one of the Fed ships, bumped me and pushed me into it. Unless it was some kind of glitch or I bumped a control or something, but I don't think I did. I kind of want to light this guy up, but if they're not around, if the Feds aren't going to go after him, I'm a little leery of doing that. There's one right there. I mean, he is wanted, guys. Come on. Isn't anybody gonna go after him for anything? What's he even armed with? Sub-targets. Beam lasers, seeker missiles, frag cannons. So... fairly heavily armed. I really just need the Feds to light him up. That's all I'm looking for. I wish there was actually... It would be a cool, sub-weapon type thing to be able to call, like, a, not an SOS, but, like, call for assistance type of thing. That would be kind of cool. Oh, there's a Clipper over there. Something tells me this assault ship is going to be worth more than a Clipper would, but... There's a lot going on here now. I'm, like, at the tail end of my time for my episode, and now there's a ton of stuff going on. Oh, oh. Are they after him now? Are they after him? Where's this? Oh, targeting an explorer? Why? Oh, whatever. Maybe if I help them get rid of the explorer, they'll go after the assault ship. I really should have probably confirmed for myself that he was wanted before I started attacking him. Oh, that was the other thing, was I guess now they can use engineered weapons and stuff as well. So when it says, like, accelerated shield regeneration, they had some kind of modified weapon. Okay, what are you worth? Oh, I hear stuff. Are they going after the assault? Maybe? Hopefully? Man, he's fast. Come on. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Thank you. Actually, if I was more confident in taking him on, that would have been a perfect setup. 128. Still think he's... Yeah, he is worth more. What are you guys doing? Now you're shooting at this guy over here? Alright. I'm just gonna go after the assault guy. Well, let's clear this up first for him. I'll help him take this guy out, and then I'm just gonna go after the assault ship and hope that they figure out that I'm being attacked. Because this episode's getting a little long. Finally! It's been attacking other people this whole time. I mean, lucky me. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go after the big fish. Where's this power plant? Did I pass it? I must have passed it. There it is. Now who? Oh, Clipper. Okay. I'll help with that. Clipper makes sense. Then we'll go after the assault ship. Actually, it looks like somebody else is actually going after him. Ow. Something bumped me. Alright, so he's down. Now we'll go after this guy. Tell me we're going after this guy. Power plant, there we go. Yep, we are. Sweet! Well, I was looking for 2 and we ended up getting 4. Works for me. And shields are down, so time for me to join the fray. Woo! Trying to get it around where I can use my beam laser on him. That was a good time to drop your cargo. Nice. Alright. Well, we did some work today. So, I think we're going to wrap things up here for this episode. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.